So you're a coach and you're wanting to go out there and start putting content out into the world and you're wanting people to love you. Well, if that's the case, then this video is for you. Get 'em!
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend, I'm Super Sid, the Marketing Shaman, and I help coaches and healers create their first or their next 10K payday where they go out there and they generate $10,000 for their coaching or their healing business in 30 days or less using a profitable presentation. You can learn more about profitable presentation in our absolutely free profitable presentation back down here in the description. Without any further ado, let's rock and roll. Everybody, all the time, they come to me and it always seems to be, no matter what event we're running, no matter like who I'm talking to or what client we have, like it usually is one of the first questions that we get asked: how do you get more people to like my stuff? How do I get more people to look at me online, right, and like my content online? How do I go out there and be seen, right, as an authority figure, or be seen as an expert, or be seen as someone who knows, right, something about a topic that they could possibly help, right, someone else with? How do we go out there and be seen as that, what we call in the marketing world, a celebrity and a authority, right? Someone who's seen all the time, but also seen, right, as the person that you would want to go and get that help with. And ultimately, right, before we can ever go and start talking about how are we going to get more stuff to like our content, we need to know what content is. So content, I think, has been, gosh, it has been changed and just talked about in so many different ways and twisted up and turned around in so many different ways over the years. But ultimately, what content is nothing more than communication. What you're watching right now is content, and ultimately, right, there is content everywhere we look, whether it's online or offline. You go for a walk, what you see is content. You know, you watch TV, that's content. You go out there and listen to the radio in the car, that's content. Now, ultimately, content is going to be nothing more than communication and how you're communicating, right, something to somebody else. So when you are looking to go out there and create content, do content marketing, understand what content is to begin with. Content is going to be something that you are going to use to communicate, right, a message to someone else. But why do people even watch it? Like, why do people even go to Facebook, go to YouTube? Why are you watching this right now? You know, like, what is it? You know, why are you watching or listening to this right now? But why do people go and they watch content? That's simple. It's because they want to get help from it. They're going to that content usually because the information they're going to get in that content, whether it's original information or repeated information, is going to be information that's going to help them solve their problem, usually a lot faster. Before I go over specifically what the goal of your content should be as a coach or a healer when you're creating and producing and documenting all of this content that you're going to be putting out there into the marketplace, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new and exciting videos every single day showing coaches and healers how they can go out there and create their first or their next 10K payday, where they go out there and they generate $10,000 for their coaching or their healing business in 30 days or less using a profitable presentation. I'm super excited for you to subscribe to this channel. But what's the goal? Like, what is even the goal of your content? Why, right, are we going out there and spending all this time? Why am I doing this video right now? Not just filming it, but creating all the assets for it, right? Publishing it online, spending all this time, right? It takes hours to put this video together, to edit this video, to create the thumbnail for this video, to schedule this video, right? To script out what I'm going to talk about in this video. All this stuff takes hours for one video. So what's the goal of this video? What's the goal of any content that you're looking to create? And ultimately, right, the goal is to get people to watch it, is to get people to see it, but ultimately is to get people to get help from it. That's very, very important because we're putting content out there that people are going to watch, whether they search for that content or it just shows up in their feed one day. And ultimately, this content is going to be helping them, is going to be getting them to believe, is going to be getting them to see that the problem that they have right now can be solved. And ultimately, you're the person that can help them solve it. So you might have heard that you need to be posting your content online on social media every day. Yeah, but here's the truth, right? Yeah, you need to go out there, you need to be putting content out there every single day, but you don't just splatter content all over the world and hope that people see it, right? We want to make sure that we're going out there with our content. We want to make sure that we're not just posting content everywhere, but ultimately, right, we're using our content as an accelerant and more people being communicated to about what it is that we can do to solve a problem that they have. So ultimately, right, we're not just wanting to talk about anything. We're not just wanting to go out there and talk. We're wanting to go out there, right, and specifically talk about the solutions and the things that we can do to help people with it. And then we want to make sure that we are putting this content, right, kind of like signs in specific spots on the internet, in specific spots online, in specific places online that people are going to be searching at. We look at content, right? Especially something here like on YouTube or your podcast or something that's searchable, right? It's very much like a billboard. We're putting up billboards, thumbnails, billboards, right? We're putting up billboards when people are walking down that path or walking down that street with having questions around that thing that they might be having trouble with or that thing that they might be able to do. They're able to search for these videos. They're able to search for this content and find it, and then they're able to go out there and they're able to start getting help with this content that they're watching. All right, so how are we going to create content that people love? How are we going to go out there and know that when we create content, people are going to love it? Well, that means that we got to go out there and actually talk about stuff that people care about. Talk about stuff that actually might make somebody mad. Talk about stuff that people are going to have an opinion on. Because if they don't have an opinion on it, it's not that important. If everybody loves it, it's not that important. Right? Or everybody agrees with it, it's not that important. So it's very, very important that we understand, right, that we are wanting to create content that people love, which usually means that we need to take a stance on something. You all hear me talk about here on this channel and everywhere that we go out there and we post online is ultimately my feeling about discovery calls. Right? I'm not saying discovery calls don't work, but ultimately profitable presentations help basically you do a discovery call with multiple people so that you could go out there and actually help multiple people at the same time you're doing that discovery call and usually sign up people around 400 to 500% more faster than you were than on a discovery call. So ultimately, right, like you hear me talk about take a stance against discovery calls in my content, and there's going to be some people that don't like that. They like discovery calls. They love discovery calls. Discovery calls, they sign people up discovery calls. But ultimately, right, I'm able to take a stance with my content, communicate my stance with that content, and ultimately find the people who don't like discovery calls or people who aren't using discovery calls right now or are using discovery calls right now but not having too much success with them, and it's going to be able to help me start communicating with them exactly how they can go out there and start using a profitable presentation to sign up more clients. Are you a coach or a healer who's looking to go out there and probably create some content that's going to go out there and be seen by people who need your help, and then you want to be able to go out there and actually help them and sign them up as a new client? Well, if that's the case, then I got my brand new Profitable Presentation Pack down here below in the description, and it's absolutely free. What my Profitable Presentation Pack is going to be everything that you need, right, to build a profitable presentation for your coaching or healing business that you can use at a virtual event or a live event, and ultimately use this profitable presentation to sign up more clients quickly. It's absolutely free, and it's going to give you 3 things in this Profitable Presentation Pack right now, instantly, when you go down there and you download it right now. It's going to give you my scripts, and it's going to give you my template as well as my slides, and ultimately write everything you need to say, which I said was my script in that profitable presentation pack. Again, it's absolutely free and it's for you right now. Just go down there into that description and grab your free profitable presentation pack right now. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. Let's go out there and let's make a choice to win today, not only by subscribing to this channel, but by going down there and grabbing your perfect profitable presentation pack right now. We'll see you in the next video.